Neopians, I'm filming early in the day for once. Isn't that wild? We are here for Festival of Frights Day 4. We have to go hang out with Bestie Reginald. Let me actually get Jelly Neo up. I don't know why it's closed. And then we're gonna do Festival of Frights, do some zapping, get out. This should be... I was about to say quick, but it takes me a second to read, so. Also, like, finding places on the map, not good at that. So what do we need? We need goodie bags. Here's the clue. The snuggliest creepy crawlers you'll ever meet. Okay, so if we break this, so snuggliest creepy crawlers makes me think bug or insect. But snuggliest is like make it cute. Or could these be... Actually, I don't know what it would be, like a... Could it be like... We don't... what do you mean snuggliest creepy crawlers? Because my mind originally goes to like bugs and insects. But then the only thing that would be like that would be like a P2 or a P3. And I don't know where you would buy one of those. So we're gonna just go to the Haunted Woods. And then if it's not in the Haunted Woods, I don't know what to do. Yeah, it's not gonna be here. Don't know. Just kidding. I'm literally the smartest person on earth. So I was right with the pets because they can be bug-like. And then spookiest is why I came to the haunted... What is it called? Haunted Woods. So we go to Sophie the Swamp Witch trick-or-treat bag. And then Premium gets Sophie's Hungry Meow Claps. And then we get to get the book. Look at that. Look at that. This is going to be a quick episode. Cool. Cool. How long is this one going to be? Okay, but it's kind of like set up in a different way. Alright, here we go, everyone's favorite part of the videos. Sophie the Swamp Witch trick-or-treat bag. The old journal glows with that of dark green magic. It opens with only a slight hesitation, letting only the last few pages show themselves. Log 626, taking on a pupil. The tales told about me are often exaggerated, but either way, they have always provided a convenient explanation as to why I remain in solitude. But when I saw the signs that the town turning to that blasted spirit of slumber, I knew he would not be able to resist the deal, and that this could be the opportunity I needed to destroy him. I did not foresee running into a child with just raw, untapped potential. I never planned to take on a pupil, but an idea came to me in that moment. This will take longer, but she could be what I need to defeat him finally. So if I can pause a little bit. Does this relate back to... Is it Sophie who's Reginald's sister? No, because that's Sophie. If this is like the Swamp Witch, what is Reginald's sister? Or is this Sophie? See, and now I'm confusing everyone. I shouldn't have stopped. I should have just kept going, kept reading. Log 627, Solitude is key. She will need to learn the same as I did. I've created this shack to keep her safe. I've also made certain the chest will provide all she needs to grow strong enough not to require direct guidance, so that I may teach from safety of the shadows. This will not only ensure similar variables to my own development, but it will also be far easier to manage his curse effect. He will not win this time. Log 628, potion making. She's immediately taken to potion making. This is a good first step towards magic and witchhood. Her first attempt was, of course, a failure, but that's to be expected. She's motivated to save her townsfolk. This will be useful in a way. This will be a useful way to keep her going. However, she does cry often, and I'm unsure how to quell this. So this is Reggie's sister. This person is writing about Reggie's sister. Cool. Log 629, pupil growth. Her frustration is understandable, but it's her resilience that surpasses my expectations. At first, I thought she should at least let the chest provide her with ingredients for a short time, but in the long run, it would have done her an injustice. She perseveres nonetheless and studies with little to no outside push from me. I will allow the focus on saving her family for now, as it's as good a motivator and keeps her spirits up a slight degree, but we will need to move on eventually. Log 630, collecting ingredients. I can sense great fear each time she enters the forest to collect ingredients. I find myself wishing I could reassure her that I will not let any harm come her way, if only to hasten the outings. Of course. There's also still so much sorrow within her. It's far too risky for a myriad of reasons for me to make myself known, but perhaps there's another way to provide comfort so that she may focus on her studies. I know solitude was a key feature in how I grew in my power, but time has a way of making one forget the pain it caused. Seeing that pain within her now, I'm wavering in my certainty that this is how to make a powerful witch. So we're skipping. So there's. Okay, don't ignore me. Log 631, first contact. I kept my distance at first to ensure it would not give any rise to potential issue, but since she's aware that it is I within the form, it seems within the rules of the curse, and I do not foresee it affecting any variables in my plan. This was indeed a risky workaround, but any opportunity to stick it to him is quite satisfying. While we can still not speak to one another, it is surprisingly pleasant to be in close proximity to her. Just in this short time, she has grown exponentially, and to see that up close is more vital than I had anticipated. If she takes to magic the way she takes to her other studies, she will surely be greater than I. He will lose. Log 632, retrospection. Her laugh must be filled with pure magic. I ingested the potion only intending to showcase its effects, but then I could not stop myself from continuing to run around, for I did not want to cease what started her smiling. I thought I was long past this. I've never been one to enjoy the company of others. That is, after all, what led to this curse in the first place. It has been this way for so long that the possibility of defeating him should be my only priority. But where I once saw people to mold into my image, I now see a child. Entry 633. Okay, a long one, but I can get through it. There's only so much to be done within the confines of the shack. I knew and even planned for her to one day start traversing farther, but I find I'm not ready to let her go. And yet, what right do I have to stop her? Her drive to learn is formidable, and even with me doing my best to protect her from afar, she will not stop until she is what she wants. As much as I want to take it back, she seems so inclined to follow my original path for her without ever knowing what I had laid out. Must not reveal myself to her now. If it would only affect me, I would throw myself at the curse's wrath. If it was up to me, I would throw myself at the curse's wrath, but I fear my misguided loophole will not only dig my own grave. I fear my misguided loophole has not only dug my own grave, but would most certainly drag her down with me. Any hint of our connection, no matter how one-sided it may be, could be the catalyst, and I cannot risk her safety. At this rate, I know what lies ahead, and it feels as though a dagger pierces my chest each time I think of the future. There must be some way I can guide her away from my image. Entry 634. It pains me each time I look back on what I've done. For what really hurts most of all is I can see how much she has changed. With every trip outside the shack or every visitor that knocks on the door, I can sense her disdain for others growing. A melancholy I, too, have held. She would not be able to feel that way, but I curse the proverb of like mother, like daughter. With every attempt I've made to take her off my path, she's fought that much harder to stay on it. Perhaps it's my true punishment that she has in some way inherited my curse. When I look upon her now, all I see is the pain that I have caused. I've tried everything I can to undo what I have done, but perhaps the common denominator is me. The only way I can see to, at the very best, keep her away from eventually crossing paths with him, the only way so that he will never get near her, is for the one who selfishly gave her this life to leave. Final entry. I've made another fatal error. I see now that my leave has only darkened your heart faster. I see you walk through my foyer, almost as tall as me, with such contempt in your eyes, not even a hint of recognition. I know it's for the best, that is why I said those harmful words, though it broke me. That is why I truly do not wish for you to fail. My dear child, though, I have no right to call you that. Please turn back from this path, for if you met with the spirit of slumber, if you meet me with the spirit of slumber, I will surely be just as cursed. For if I meet you with the spirit of slumber, you will surely be cursed, just as I. Cool. I could not read. Today. Let's see if I can answer the trivia question. What number The first log was like 626. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. So that was that's Ilir Bestie, whose name I'm not pronouncing correctly. Let's see. His book freak read this book. There we go. I mean, I don't know why I'm surprised that the stories are all connecting, but I do kind of like that the stories built upon each other and we're learning about like Reginald and his backstory. Because I love learning more about my besties and all that. Why have you? Everyone has been reading the books. Ignore my inventory. I was on here earlier today doing dailies, trying to get Tiny to give me the avatar. Maybe if I do this way, I'll get the avatar. Okay, I don't know if I'll do this. You all want me to open up the trick-or-treat bag, so I will open up this bag. Who wants? Chevy Equinox could open up this treat bag today. And then we close and refresh, and we get... So we have this young Sophie bow. I don't know if that was in there or not before. Don't ask me what was in my inventory. The Meow Clops trinket, I think, was my premium. A Halloween Zafara Pet. The empty trick-or-treat bag. Tales of Woe, which is a book. A brain burger. And Sophie's elixir. So we're going to read Tales of Woe to Book Freak. Has Book Freak read this before? Cool. Then we're going to put everything else in my safety deposit box. And that is that. I was on doing like other stuff today. I did some kitchen quests. I'm trying to like battle train Pedialyte, who's like, I think I have to just suck it up and get Pedialyte to level 100 and then like 10 whatever. I did most of my dailies. What's some news? Darian Terry alert. You can, if you need the avatar, you can look it up until October 27th around 12 p.m. Neopet Standard Time. If you're new into avatar collecting, you just happen to miss it. It's about like a Darian Terry who's like a certain age. So on occasion, Jelly Neo will let you know when it's available. Neo Cash Upcycle Fortune Cookie Prize. I feel like I talked about that. Fairy Festival. It's not the Fairy Festival because it's the Festival of Fears. It's called the Festival of Fears. What should I do? I should do some zapping and then we can head on out. Quicker video, like I said. Sorry, I'm bad at reading out loud. I'm trying to be a better person in all aspects. And so learning how to read out loud is part of that. And we're going to zap you. And you're now a chocolate rock. And now I don't really want to zap anyone else. What if we pull someone out of grave danger? Who do I have in grave danger and can I zap you? But I kind of need no name for the avatar. This will be great. So you're gonna go in grave danger because I just got you, and then we're gonna zap. Who should we zap? Lip Zip. Let's zap you. And now you're Sludge. So that's, I don't know why I was like holding on to that. And then we're gonna do some other Labray stuff. See if we get any cool color changes. There's not really a Zafara color that I want. So we're gonna just keep zapping Zamafolia, which is like the whole point of having a lab rat. I just didn't want to have to look at a Kiko any longer. So as long as you stay like a pretty decent color Neopet, I won't have such an issue. So you have 2 levels. That's cool, that's cool, that's cool. Let's actually view this on Jelly Neo, see how things have gone. I feel like we're gonna get another back to level 1 zap pretty soon, but like stats are overall up. And yeah, there we go. Hope you all are having a good spooky time on neopets.com. What are you getting from your trick-or-treat bags? Are you getting what you want? I think I said it yesterday, but I really only care about the books, and so I feel like I've been getting a good number of books. That's cool. There's nothing I really wanted from the trick-or-treat bags, to be honest. Like, I feel like you get the same prizes in all of the trick-or-treat bags. So like if we open up the ones from the first 2 days, like are there differences between the prizes? Like a lot of differences. I feel like they're the exact same prizes for all the trick-or-treat bags. And I feel like last year you could have gotten different prizes. And the prizes were like, I don't know. I feel like you got different prizes last year. Maybe we're all getting the same prizes. So I really just want the books, and then maybe I'll get the Reginald plushie, which I also might have. And then I got the paintbrush, which is like the most valuable item. So that's great. I don't want another dark pointy gnome hat and wig. But other than that, everything's been chill. I hope you all are getting super fun stuff from the bags. I hope you are enjoying. I'm having a little fun time with like Festival of Fears. I'm not gonna lie. I get to meet my bestie Reginald. I get to read, and it's just a little daily. I have no beef with a little daily. So I will let you all go. I don't know, like I feel like there's more stuff I want to say, but there's nothing I want to do on Neopets. I did all my Neopet stuff earlier today, but this video is coming out not super late for once. So I hope you all have a good one, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.